Alright, let's get into this. Let's go, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna run these a little differently today. I'm just gonna try and burn through them, moving a little quicker. I was messing around yesterday a little bit with some strong boxes and stuff. I got a lot more to learn there, so I'm thinking I might just do just kind of like a light like juice, where I just do like, you know, 4 scarabs. I'll do like we'll do the strong boxes, and I'll run the strong box scarabs in Saxton, and just run like the divination card boxes and the currency boxes and stuff on the Atlas tree, and you know, we'll just kind of see how those go. But I'll get like 100 of each, so that I'm able to yeah, run the same thing. I'll probably do a bunch of different maps, just ones that have good cards, potentially. You know, just sought after good layouts. There'll probably be some Crimson Temple in there, because why not? You know, you can always get that random apothecary, such that I got. But yeah, just gonna run these a little quicker. I'm not gonna worry too much about you know, killing every last rare and stuff. Again, this character is not great at single target stuff, and I realized since I took a lot of other content off of my Atlas tree, I'm kind of just like farming mirrors at the moment. So especially if I don't get a mirror on a map, it's not too much worth it to, you know, really, you know, totally worry about farming the map, except for the fact that I'm running the influence of the Eater Worlds. So obviously you're trying to get invitations. I already screwed up this map. How did I get so far down it? I don't know what I did. That's okay. We'll do better next one. But yeah, this is basically what I'm just trying to do. You're just trying to farm real quick, get the mirror, and then just kind of finish this off. I'll probably just throw any of these fragments in there, any map for whatever. I don't really necessarily care about those, but they up your quantity a little bit. So I might as well do that. I did change out my armor flask, so I may die. You never know. The 20%er, the one that adds a little bit less armor, just for a damage one. Just because, again, I'm just going to be flying through these maps. I'm not going to be trying to get every last thing. I'm not running any extra content. I'm pretty much ignoring that. I'm just trying to get invitations and mirrors and see what else drops. That's kind of all I'm really doing. And I'm going to try and run 20 today and 20 tomorrow instead of doing 10 each night, because I should be able to fly through these pretty fast. And then, yeah, I'm just, I might have to do a few streams of just kind of just like random mapping, maybe just some Elk and Go or something. Just, I mean, I got a ton of maps because now having the void stones and stuff. Make sure I still got those in. Yeah, I do. All right, because I was toying around with some stuff, but yeah, I'll probably be burning through these pretty quick, and I'm not. It might take me a second to gather all the scarabs and the compasses and stuff that I need for the Atlas passives. Just because I was trying to get them consistently on the trade, but usually like specific ones, especially the ones for like strong boxes, they seem to be, I don't know, the ones that were cheaper around like the 10C and stuff were the people that didn't have many of them, that or they were offline, and then the people that were selling bulk of them, they just wanted like just a lot more for them, where I didn't think that would be worth it. I don't think you get enough out of a map unless, again, you're specifically juicing it properly, where you're getting, you know, a decent amount of drops. Again, I couldn't really figure it out that well on how to get it to consistently drop a good amount. But even just running the one Saxton that gives you 2 strong boxes, and it makes them corrupted and rare at least, with the Atlas passives where you can get the Diviner box and the currency one, you can get both of those. You know, they show up a decent amount enough with that it seemed like, you know, just even if you're running Delirium mirrors, which I'll probably continue doing that when I run the next 100 and juice them a little bit, because again, it's just, yeah, they're just consistent currency, which is decent, which will help offset a little bit of the, you know, cost of the juice. But yeah, until I could really find a good strategy, I've been looking at a lot of different ones. It's kind of hard too, because a lot of different forums or YouTube or whatever, people have strategies from like other leagues where they're not viable anymore, or some are just kind of, I don't know, they don't seem, again, they're doing kind of the same thing, like they're kind of running like Abyss or something, but then they're also running mirrors, and their Atlas is, you know, going somewhat for Abyss, but it's not really like a whole thing geared towards Abyss. They're just like testing it with, like, again, some of the Saxtons and the Scarabs that just like up your drop chain, like packs and stuff like that, pack size. So again, like more of a general juice, which I think is more what I'm gonna try and do, and try and spend around like 30 to 50 C per map, like I said I was gonna do, and just try that out and see, you know, what the difference in drops is compared to these 100 magic, compared to the 100 elk and go. Definitely feeling better about these magic maps. Again, I'm running Crimson Temple, where when I was running the elk and goes, they were just T16 maps, literally the T16 naturals, which aren't some of the best maps and stuff. Plus, I didn't have my Atlas set up quite the way I do now. You know, obviously, I'm newer to this game, so I'm still learning every day, and yeah, just getting better at what I do. So, I don't know if I can really count it, because probably if I ran elk and goes now, they'd probably be a lot more productive. And again, like, the further I go, I'm gonna have to like redo some of these tests if I, you know, feel like it, depending on what it is. Once I get, you know, more well-rounded at the game and feel like I'm kind of like, you know, where I'm gonna end up at, where, you know, you can always get better, but, you know, at a certain point, you pretty much know everything, and you're running everything as efficiently as possible, besides, like, yeah, just constantly refining your process and getting a little bit better. But right now, I just feel like, yeah, every few days, I'm learning something new that just makes everything that much better, that much more efficient. So, yeah, kind of hard to gauge everything just based off of that at the moment, but yeah, I was just running some maps and just putzing around, and I was literally just run a map, and whatever maps dropped, I would just throw it back in the thing, and you know, any fragments I got, I would just toss in there too, and, you know, Saxton, I was just rolling whatever, and just kind of burning maps and just seeing what happens. And, you know, it just made me feel like, again, like I'm not farming anything that really slows me down, because that's, as I was saying in my other streams, that's what I wanted to run. I got rid of all the other content, you know, because I didn't I want to just kind of be able to flow through the map, clear it out, and not be dragged back, backwards. So with that, I just kind of realized that with this character, since I can't kill high HP pool enemies that fast, it's probably just best if I just just burn the map as fast as I can. Running delirium mirrors, again, I have like a 48% chance of them dropping, so it's good, but again, you still don't get them sometimes. So I just figured, I might as well. Did this delirium mirror drop in both? Yeah, I don't think it can drop in both maps, but no delirium orb on that one. Okay, that's fine. Next. But yeah, basically, looking at with the invitations, you're getting a little over 200C every 28 maps, and if you can run a decent amount per hour, I'm gonna see here if I can somehow get through these 20. You got that, plus then if you can land like 10 mirrors in that hour or so, sometimes they drop. I had one just before I got on here and dropped like 5 delirium orbs. So the lower delirium orbs, if you get anywhere from a little over 10, like 13-ish of those, you can usually sell those in bulk for like a div. So yeah, I've just been saving them up instead of selling them like separately, since I am just running mirrors a lot. And so I would think, again, it's not like crazy good strategy, but I'm not running anything specific. I'm not really investing anything in these maps, and just to even make, a consistent like 2 div an hour is pretty good. It's not horrible, you know what I mean? And then, of course, if you get a good drop, that it can spike that up a little bit. But just looking at consistency, and that's more just like invitations and the orbs. So maybe, maybe it's not quite 2 div an hour, just with those, but with all the extra stuff you get, just extra orbs dropping stuff, scarabs, all that good fun stuff. And then yeah, of course, you get a nice div card, that helps. Of course, that apothecary, you can't really count that in towards it, because then you'd be like, oh yeah, I made 33 div an hour. These are good too. I have I always forget what it's called, but it's the one keystone that gets you the implicits for maps, which I'll probably save some of those, because yeah, I'm going to run strong boxes, but again, they're going to be a mild strong box. It's not going to be like huge explosions or anything, just whenever I get like the actual modified strong boxes in my map. Then I don't know what was getting at there. I got sidetracked by whatever dropped. Am I good on this map? I missed a little bit of it. That's okay. We're just burning these. Burn these maps. Are you hexproof too? This map's hexproof as well. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, as you see, it's just this character's just not great at single target, so I just figure I just gotta run maps. I gotta run maps, build up currency. These delirium maps seem to be really helping with that. Just getting orbs is a consistent, just upping my, consistently upping my currency, my equity, whatever you want to call it. I forgot I turned all these off. Why do I always do that? Whoopsie. It's because I'm a fool. It's alright. Alright, dump this stuff off. Since I'm running these so fast, I don't hate that. You get stuck behind that sometimes. It's really annoying. Alright, but let's go. Let's get a good drop here. That'd be great. Another apothecary drops. I was watching some guy, he was doing the Abyss, like I said, doing that with like a mid investment maps or whatever, and he got an apothecary doing the Crimson Temple. He's like, see, that's why you do Crimson Temple, you never know. And yeah, it makes sense. I mean, even if you're doing nothing, even as this proves, because he was super excited about it, and again, like, he was running 70 C maps, but like, yeah, I'm running nothing C, 0 C maps. Besides the maps themselves, I mean, if you had them, you would just run them. But I mean, I guess you can count the 4C that I paid average per map. So that's about it. Because the other thing was just an orb of transmutation, which is 1/160th of a chaos. So yeah, like nothing. 1 chaos for 100 maps. Not per map, for the whole 100. Might as well tack on some extra damage. Why not? See if we can't die. Einhorn map. I'm not chilling for your Einhorn BS. Get that shit out of here. I don't want to deal with it. We're just grinding maps. Oh man. Yep, starting the work week. Our start of our working week is Wednesday. Tuesdays we have off. So we started that up. It's a pretty slow day, as Wednesdays normally are for pizza. Usually, obviously, the weekends are busier. So just kind of getting. I don't know what to do with any of these contracts. I always say that because I don't understand. Like on the, maybe there's a different way of trading them on the Path of Exile trade. Not 100% sure. Should probably ask someone, but I'm not really sure. I know. I think Empyrean, he said like 83s sell. Because obviously, I think that's probably like one, if not the highest, but the most common of the highest level they can drop as. But like, I don't know, like, do you trade just peer to peer? Is that how it works? I mean, there's TFT, but then I was just seeing another content creator. I didn't actually watch the video, but it was like titled TFT and why it's still cheating and how it's hurting you or something like that. I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe if I see that video again, I'll check it out so I can see what that guy was ranting about or whatever. Obviously, something personally must have affected him. See, I've never really been against like third-party stuff. I think a secondary market is healthy for any type of business, even video games. I think it brings a lot of players, keeps a lot of players playing the game, and obviously it's not any type of analytics that the company itself can keep track of, and they just see where they're losing potential money. But I mean, even with Diablo 2, like everyone would say JSP was like bad for the game and stuff, and yeah, I guess it's cheating, sure. But again, in a game where you're mainly just playing by yourself, I mean, you're only cheating yourself, I guess, but if it's getting me thousands of more hours of fun content from myself personally sitting there, I don't see where I never felt bad using it. And it was the only reason I really saw worth it to run seasons, or ladders for Diablo. Like, I was like, you might as well just run standard, because yeah, you lose everything. The only thing that made it worth doing them to me was in the beginning, yeah, everything's worth more, so you could, gather a decent amount of, equity, in the first few weeks, and then, yeah, then you can go back to non-ladder or keep playing ladder, whatever you want to do. But other than that, I don't know, I probably would have stopped playing a long time ago with D2, but I don't know. I mean, they all have, pluses and minuses, I guess. And I do see people's side of it where it's cheating and stuff, but again, a game like this, unless you're like trying to be the top of the ladder and stuff, which is very unattainable for the most people, obviously, because only a few people can be up there. But yeah, someone like me, I'm probably never going to play enough. I got too much else that I got to do in the real world, where I wouldn't even be able to keep up with anyone. So I'm not like, right, I don't know. It doesn't seem to affect me. Like, I don't know what you're doing at home, and if you're using a third party to get your gear and build wealth and equity in your thing so you can have fun with whatever content you're doing. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't affect me, so I don't really care. I'd imagine if someone's butthurt about that, this game must mean a little more to them than just a video game. So I don't know exactly what happened there. Maybe they're just trying to create content, and that was just something that came up, and maybe it's something that does bug them, because I know, like, even in Diablo, there was a lot of, like, self-found players, stuff like that. And they do, like, the Holy Grail and stuff, and obviously you couldn't trade to find the stuff. You had to actually find the stuff, which makes sense, but, again, for the majority of people, it's just a game. The companies I could see being mad somewhat. The third parties would be making money off their game, so I understand the logistics of that and stuff, but again, I think, I mean, your business model is your business model. You either have a proper way to build wealth and some kind of trading system built right in the game, like this does, but obviously it's not perfect, so I don't know. Yeah, it's a tough thing to, like, depict of, like, what should be utilized. But overall, I mean, if it's keeping people in the game, because, like, D2, like, yeah, I can't even tell you how many copies of that game I bought, and, like, if I couldn't multi-box, and I couldn't, like, trade, and I couldn't, like, do all this other stuff, like, I wouldn't have, they wouldn't have made as much money off me, one. So, and then if I wasn't playing along with a ton of other people that were playing and buying multiple copies and getting really into the, you know, the secondary market of Diablo, like, the community would have been dead like a long time ago. I doubt anyone would have been playing it, and I don't even think they would have done D2R, you know what I mean? So, like, I mean, yeah, it's a tough thing. Again, they just see where they're losing money because they don't have the actual analytics of, well, how many copies did we sell because of third-party services. Like, so to me, it's always been kind of a weird area. You know, I'm not really one way or the other. I figure just, like, you know, whatever you're doing. I mean, again, they're games to me. I mean, I guess now with, like, content creating stuff, people are making livings off this stuff, and some people obviously frown upon, like, cheating and stuff. But I feel like if it's you, especially with a game like Path, you're just trying to break the game. You're trying to try different things, and, like, just, you know, that's what makes this game so fun. Just testing the limits. Where it's like, you know, obviously if you're in Call of Duty and you're hacking and you're using aimbots, or, you know, I would even call stream sniping people. Like, I watched Dr. Disrespect, and even today people were stream sniping them, and, like, I feel like they should be banned because, like, that's just, for one, rude as fuck. But also, like, yeah, I mean, if you're cheating on stuff like that, that's literally just ruining someone's experience. If, like, every single time you go into a game it's just hacker, like, yeah, that's cheating for sure in my mind, where that should be bannable. And, you know, anytime you're really just affecting other people, if you are trying to get on, like, the top of the ladder and stuff in Path and be, like, the best and be on the website, I think if you get caught using TFT or anything other than what Path allows you to, I think you should be banned. If you're, you know, on that list, you should be banned. Everyone's account should be checked. Stuff like that. Again, if it affects someone else, if it's going to affect anyone else in a negative way, I think you should be banned. You should be reprimanded for what you do. But again, if you're just like me on this, if I'm just, you know, just doing this stuff by myself, and I'm just, you know, just running some maps, I don't see why it should be an issue. Again, I went on TFT to, like, ask some questions and stuff, but I have never made a trade on it. I was gonna look into JSP for this game, but with guidance of my Bacon and Eggs Guild, you know, a lapse of judgment of mine, he's like, oh yeah, I wouldn't do any of that, and I was like, oh well, it's just trading, like, and I was like, wait, no, because if you use Forum Gold at all, see, I never bought Forum Gold, I always traded in-game for Forum Gold. But again, it's a third-party site, and Forum Gold is technically bought with money. All of it was at one point, so I wasn't thinking of that, so I'm glad they caught me, so I haven't done any. All this is just, like, self-found, and yeah, I don't have that much anyway, so it's not that unbelievable, but yeah, I'm just gonna not mess with any of that. I mean, the only thing that is really tough is, if you're not supposed to use TFT, like, how do you... I guess I just gotta... yeah, I mean, maybe I can talk to like Bacon and Eggs, or maybe with this platform I can find people that want like, yeah, like all my bulk stuff, like, because I don't know what to do with all that. And eventually when I go to do my new build, I want to get rid of it. And I don't have a shit ton yet, but like, you know, I got a decent amount of scarabs, and I'm not going to probably use them all, but I mean, maybe I'll find a use for them running different hundreds maps. You know, all my, I might need some of these for my new build, but you know, once I get a, you know, a new build, or once I have another 2 or 3 builds, like, unless I start doing like mass builds and stuff, if I actually get that much currency to mess around with that, I don't know, but I need a good carry build, and it's going to be expensive, so I'm going to want to get rid of bulk. So I'm going to have to find somehow to get rid of it, and it's just going to be really tedious selling. I mean, maybe there's a easy way to do it on their website, but yeah, I mean, if anyone sees this and has any ideas on how to stay on the straight and narrow and not use anything, but, you know, get rid of some bulk, that would be greatly appreciated, because, yeah, I'm going to have to do that at some point. Unless I just keep buying stash tabs, but I don't necessarily want to just have a ton of stuff just chilling. Might as well utilize it, right? Alright. Come on. I want to fly. I want to go fast. Alright, another mirror. Mirror. Oh, I missed that pocket there. Pocket. Alright. Where's the next cutover? I'm trying to do it without the map overlay. Because it's fine, but with Righteous Fire, like, I mean, all builds are kind of like really really bright. So it's kind of hard to see sometimes. And then like I up the, you know, visibility of it, the transparency to next to nothing, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just really muddy. It's nice to see. You can see where you're going, kinda. Still, even with the flashes, it's really hard to see. So I put it back in the right, because I can see a little better, but then you always have to look up. And not only that, I wish the top map, you could zoom out. Maybe you can. Maybe I just don't know. But I wish you could zoom this map out or make it a little bigger. I mean, hopefully in Path 2 they have a little bit more UI intricacy. Like, it's funny too, I was just playing been playing Guild Wars, as I've mentioned, and like that UI is fantastic. Like, you can change everything, and the size of everything, and where it goes. Like, I just wish they had more of that in games. And yeah, I don't know how hard that is to like code and set up and stuff, but I mean, games were doing it back then, 20 years ago. I can't imagine it's necessarily impossible. And I mean, this is your whole job, is to work on this game, right? That's what your company does. I just wish there was a little bit more customization. And like, sure, you know, they got Path 2 coming up, so maybe they're working real hard on that and stuff, but you know, you're coming out with leagues and stuff for this still. I mean, maybe there is a way, and I'm sure there's like third-party skins and stuff, but as I was just saying, like, I'm afraid to use any of this third-party shit now with like I don't have time to level up a whole nother account and character and all that stuff, and just don't have the time for that. So I really don't want to get banned or anything. I just don't want to deal with it. No thank you. No thank you. Alright, got some maps in there. Got 2 of the invitations. Interesting, because I'm not even running Mavis. Or Mavis? I say like Mavis tires? What am I talking about? I don't even know what I'm saying. Just making shit up. Where are we at? We're almost halfway done with the maps, I think. Yeah, we might be able to get all 20 done in an hour. That'd be great. That just means more mirrors, more delirium mirror shots, more delirium orbs, more currency, And again, yeah, just running these magic maps. No investment, so I mean, yeah, it's a weird, tough call. I know I did see some posts, and I was a little skeptical on it, but people were just saying in standard, if you're not doing like league mechanics and stuff, they would just run magic maps, and I was like, I don't know, L can go with the extra quantity, but yeah, you do get more drops and stuff, but you know, what's the quality of them? You know, it's more shitty drops. And I did up my filter to the 5th one, the uber strict or whatever. Not to the 6th one yet. We'll see how the 5th one feels. So yeah, you may notice there's a lot less dropping on the screen, but again, I mean, I've tested it a bunch where, you know, I'll go back through and change the filters and see what's actually being left behind. And yeah, it's just, again, I mean, it all adds up, and there's certain things you can pick up, but I don't know. I think you're just better off. It's kind of like a D3 mentality. Just kill as much as you can. Like, upping your chances of drops is great, you know, and the quantity and quality and all this stuff. But if you were just killing more monsters, like just consistently, like even like setting up one of those big maps, and like of course if you have a really strong character and a carry that can just like kill anything, any hard difficulty of a map. But even some of the maps I was running with the other clan, like or other guild, it just, I mean, they take a while. It takes a while to kill them, and of course they can get some big drops, but you're investing a lot into them as well. So it's like, yeah, how much are you losing there? You know, if you're just trying to get a big drop, I don't know. I'm testing it. I'm trying to see, like, if I just go and just kill as much as fast as I can and just don't stop. Like, just keep rolling. And that's kind of what I was doing when I wasn't running these maps. I mean, these at least I have set aside, but I was literally just like running a map, and then if one dropped, you know, normally they drop, but I didn't get one this map. But I just wouldn't even, especially since I'm not picking up as much and I have the harder filter. Yeah, I was just running maps till my inventory was full, dump it off, and then just run more. Alright, so we got another Screaming Invitation. Again, I already added those to the total, so I'm not adding any of these. That was just the 800, because yeah, in 100 maps you would get 3.5 invitations, so that's fine. But yeah, I would get a map like this, and then I would just toss it in there and run it, and that's just all I did, because I was just farming. Come on, guy, come on. We're not done with that. Again, I was just trying to get mirrors. Get the mirrors, you get the delirium orbs, save them up, you get divines. And then obviously too, the faster you're running these maps, 28 of them, boom, you got 200 plus C just for the invitation. So, and then too, like, yeah, again, I'm just killing a lot of stuff fast, and you know, you never know what might drop a, you know, good unique or something. It's because you're just killing a lot fast. You're getting, you know, each drop might have a worse chance of dropping something, but you're just taking a shit ton of rolls at the dice fast. Especially with like a shitty mid-range gear build such as mine, where it's just, again, I'm just not very strong. I can't do a ton of damage. You know, it does enough to clear these 16s, like all the trash. So that's basically what I'm focusing on, what it's good at, what this build is good at. Again, you know, just like anything, you know, I get a little more into the game and learn more and have a little bit better of a character. You know, it might change my perspective on everything, and yeah, be able to go for a little bit more juice and stuff like that. But again, we're gonna try the next 100 maps after these. We're gonna try and juice it up a little bit, around 30 to 50 C per map. We'll run it and we'll see. So it'll be roughly like 10 to 15 div investment for the 100, and we'll kind of see what that does for us. So right now we still got a bunch of these maps to finish up. It's only one essence. not gonna bother. I want to try and get this next. I don't know if I can get it. I don't have enough space in the map. Close. Should have killed more. Maybe if I go into the boss, will that be enough? Enough shit spawns in here. And like nothing spawned in there. Are you kidding me? Oh, and I can't leave until I kill her. Whatever. We get what we get. I was hoping. Sometimes you go into the boss section and it actually spawns a decent amount of shit. And you can get the last little bit. Probably if I backtracked anyways. But yeah, we still got a delirium orb, so again, that's all we're really going for. I couldn't believe that earlier. I got the 5 delirium orbs all in one little shot there. Yeah, whatever. I think this is worth nothing, that wand. But we'll pick it up. Whatever. We'll go through all this stuff later, and then I'll tack on. Again, as you can see, last stream, it wasn't too much that we got. We got another about 150 or so C. Again, I have some stuff that's up for sale that could end up going. Oh my god. I gotta move this guild stash away from this pole. It's kind of annoying there. Anyone want to join the guild? It's just me. Just use it for extra stash space. Alright, come on. Let's get a good drop here. Oh, don't even care about that. I'm kind of weird because, like, yeah, with this new filter, it doesn't show the whaling essences. So now that it's not showing those, like, I don't even want to do the essence guys. Again, like, some of the essence guys can have a lot of life. And with this not being a good single target, it just takes too long. Especially if I have a mirror. I'm just, like, running past them now. Pretty much anything. I'm literally just trying to kill trash. Just to fill up my meters there. About it. And, you know, whatever drops, drops. Also, I'm trying to get some strong box implicits for the maps. So, again, more stuff I kill, the more maps I get. With that passive too, is the keystone on the Atlas. It also it doesn't drop any of your favorited maps. So you want to put maps that you do want, you don't put as your favorite, so that they actually can drop with the implicits on them. So also what I thought to do with that is you can either block maps that just you literally just cannot stand. But then I also thought, since I have the Void Stones, they give me 100% chance of 1 tier higher. Plus I have about 125% chance of 1 tier higher on my Atlas tree. If I block all the ones, those can't drop. So that literally means my ones will drop at least as a 4, a tier 4, and they can, with the 125%, technically drop as a tier 5. With that, since it has equity, that means because every map that drops just gets stored until it adds up in your equity to until it adds up to a T16. So blocking out, so like all the 1s and the 2s can't drop, you're just upping your equity that much more. So you're just going to get that much more maps dropping. Just a little bit more. And again, it's not huge because, yeah, it would take, I don't even know how many 1s to drop, but alright, there's a Sacred Grove one. I'm confused on those two. Alright, we got an orb. That's good. Confused on the implicits too, because I go to like sell them and they don't show up, a lot of them, as anything. I guess people don't sell them. I don't know why they wouldn't like go for anything, but like, yeah, it shows like no one's selling these, and that confuses me because I don't really get that. Like, why would no one be selling those at all? The implicits, maybe because they run them all themselves. Maybe only the really shitty implicits people don't, or maybe that's all people really want to run. Not 100% sure. But maybe someone can enlighten me on that someday. Is that hex proof? So I'm not running my hex on this one. Alright. Hexaproofioso. Yep. Alright. So no mirror on this one, so we're just gonna try and burn it as quick as possible. Not gonna worry about it too much. Just clear. See if any currency drops. Look at this. Just to up the drop chance here a little bit more. Yeah, I got 104 and 80 almost on quant and quality. Not bad for a magic map. I guess because I'm just running these fast. This may kill me, but whatever. We'll just breeze it. Or we're scouring. I don't feel like going back for it. Get you a lot of experience too, and especially Righteous Fire too. He's just good when you go fast. I mean, when you stop on single targets, all the flat, like he's very flash dependent. See, yeah, just do that. Burn a map. Oh my Jesus. Who's this guy? Maybe even kill you? I said I wasn't gonna stop on bosses, but what is this guy? Why is he even here? Drop nothing. See, that's why I don't stop for him. Not on magic maps. It's not juiced enough for that guy. Not gonna drop me anything good. Might as well just burn the map. On to the next one. Hope for a mirror. Oh yeah, hexproof. Forgot. Again, this isn't the best strategy out there, but it is a very simple one. I'll give it that. And you do get decent drops. You know, just run some good maps. And then, yeah, anytime you're doing the Eater of Worlds, the invitations sell good, so. How much do I have in here? I don't have much. I can just roll the next map. Oh my goodness. Can I make this stash, like, bigger? I don't know why I'm missing that. Blind on hit. It's alright. I could be blindfolded. I have Righteous Fire. It's always there. I don't have to be able to see it. Got a lot of mirrors though. It's been good so far. Alright. Maybe I'll get this room here. It'll give us a chance. I know you gotta get these little sack things. I wasn't focus firing that as much before. Airbringer Scarab. Do I really care about that? I do. Just yeah, taking too much time. Really more focused on getting these orbs. My clicking's way off today. Just pick up. Okay, Elder Scarab. Super suppress spell damage. Don't care about that. They yeah, this damage over time I think is different than spell damage. Maybe not. Doesn't seem to really change much. My build though. Maybe it is. Maybe it's making it slower. It seems about the same. Seems the same to me. Alright, level 96. Almost getting up to halfway to 97. Maybe someday in the near future I will be 100. And I won't, well, you always care if you die. Especially with a mirror going on. Wish this build had an extra 2 slots to do the town portal when you die. That would be really, really nice. pretty clutch, because, yeah. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the next ring here. I don't know, I just don't think this map's set up right to get 6 layers, or whatever you want to call them. 6 ticks of the map. Alright, 2 orbs. Nice. That's good. That is good. I feel like these fine orbs went down recently too. I could have sworn those were like 30s before, but lately they've been selling. I mean, I think that was one of the ones I recently just sold 13 for a divine, so not bad, but I could have sworn those ones when a couple weeks ago, I was pretty sure they were like 30, but I could be wrong. Yeah, they're going up a little bit now. They were all the way down to like 13 or something yesterday. Not sure what's happening there. Maybe more people farming mirrors right now. Maybe I'm influencing people to farm mirrors. Probably not. Because, yeah, new channel. Alright, we're getting through these though pretty quick. Just got 7 more. Gonna get about 20 done in an hour here. Not bad. We just try and go fast. Oh, this one I'm just gonna burn. No mirror. I'm pretty lucky on the mirrors. I think yesterday I went like 7 maps with no mirrors. So feels bad, man, for sure. Today a lot better on them. That's the thing. It was weird to hit 7 in a row with no mirror, because every other time it's like at least every other one, it feels like. Usually if it goes like 2 maps in a row, then I don't know, it's not usually common to go 3 in a row without a mirror when you have like 48%, which is what mine's at right now. Yep. Oh my god, my clicking is horrible today. I don't know why. Just a little off. Boom. Boom. There's more over here. There's a screaming there. Want to give me a map too. Super duper. These things keep showing up right on top of me. Raider. That's cool. If it just starts dropping graders, aren't graders like almost 10? Where am I going? Of course I get that when the map's almost already done. Of course. Maybe, hopefully at least one drops here. Jeez. Or was that for the boss? I think it said that the monsters gained extra. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the boss. Well, hopefully the boss at least drops one. An extra like 10C for us. Make this map not total dog shit. But really, yeah, all we need is about 4 chaos worth. Average a map here. Or at least break even, but you don't want to just break even. We've already made all more than that. Alright, well this was probably, yeah, the worst map that I've done. Well, I mean, you got 2 maps. In essence, I guess. It's not too bad. What is it, like, just for shits and gigs, okay? 2.4, 2, and 1. That's pretty rough. That's a rough one, for sure. But again, oh my god, my clicking is so bad today. I don't know. Maybe I gotta restart my computer, because it just feels off. I don't know. I'm gonna blame it on my computer and make myself feel better about myself. Whatever. Alright, come on, mirror. 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 Mirrors are just so much fun. Just all the extra monsters. Oh yeah, and I do have some of the From Beyond nodes. I did pick up some of those. I might try and pick up more of those. There's a few more things on my atlas that I gotta do some of the other bosses, but again, I can't really do it with this guy. He's too weak. Why so weak? What the heck? So then a grand drops. Great. Grands are worth like 20 or something. 20C, I think. Maybe more. I can't remember. They're a Gouda though. Alright, couple maps. This one's already better. Sure, just stack on the damage. Let's go. Let's die. I don't even have my other armor flask. Let me stack on more. Alright, what do we get on this magic map? 90 and 120. It's pretty good for a magic map. It's not bad. 90 quality, 120 quantity, I think. Is that what it is? Rarity. 120 rarity, 96 quantity on a magic map. It's great. Alright, so we got 2 in a row without a mirror. Let's see. Let's see if I eat my words saying that it's not normally 3 in a row. Hopefully not. Hopefully I come correct. We have more? Oh no, we can't do that one.
Hey, it's Benji from
Chill ground, sure, let's take some chill ground. It doesn't really matter now. It was at 111, 152. That's funny on a magic map. That's the other thing that that's pretty much all I really look for in eater influence, is like the extra quantity and for extra rarity quantity. Alright. Nothing too crazy. Come on, mirrors. We need mirrors to get the money. That's where my strategy has kind of come down to, which isn't the best. It's not the best per map, but it allows you to burn maps a lot faster, so you're not spending as much time, and you're killing a lot more stuff, so better experience gain too, which, yeah, I want to get to 100 eventually here. And then, yeah, just extra drop chances. Since they are Crimson Temple, like we already got one Apothecary, who knows? Maybe in this next 30 maps or so here, we'll get one. We'll get a second one. Then we'll be super happy. And all will be well. I mean, all is already well, just getting one. That was pretty early on. That was the first, like, 12 maps that I ran of this 100. And I was like, oh, well, I can quit now. No need to run the rest of them. Is this like a corrupt guy after me or something? What is that? Okay, I'm not even going to worry about the thing. I don't even know what that guy... Oh, is that a boss? Oh, it's a Delirium boss, probably. Which I'm not going to worry about him either. I'm not going to be able to kill him. I mean, I'll be able to kill him. It just will take so long that I'll lose... I won't get very many stacks. What are they? They're not layers. They're levels. These little things down here. It's pretty dense, though. I can keep moving here. I might be able to get the 5th one up. Possibly. Oh my god, go through the hole. Go through the hole. That's what she said. Alright, we flowing. It's dropping. It's very lonely out here with the new filter. Don't look like anything's dropping. There's a lot of stuff dropping. It's just all bug shit. And like I was saying yesterday, I kind of just don't even like... I don't know. I was trying to run the 3rd filter so that I could get scrolls, ID and town portal scrolls, because I started running out of those and I said screw it and just bought a bunch. What does he want? Oh, he wants to buy a jewel. Whisper. Alright, he wants to buy a jewel for 1 div. I wonder if this is one of the ones that we found recently. Alright, we got an Imperial, so another Delirium Orb, perfect. Chaos Shards, whatever. Superior Split Arrow. I don't know if that's something that's used. We'll check that out though and see. Alright, what does this guy want? What did it say? What was it? Jewel. There it is. I don't even know what this is. It's that right there. That's what it's rolled. So I can go back and look at it. That's what he wants for a divine. Whisper player. Thank you. That's what I said too, man. A lot of people don't pick up the jewels and stuff. I already sold that other jewel. Where is it? Desktop. Is this jewel right here? I sold this one for 5 div. And again, I just looked, you know, looked at the rolls, and it rolled like perfect in 2 and 1 off on the others, and it was like, looked like desirables to me. Someone paid me 5 div for that one, so yeah. I mean, armors too. I've gotten, you know, a div or 100C for just like a blue armor with health, just high roll health. Again, like, yeah, if you're loaded and you're running like, you know, multiple div juice maps, like, yeah, you're not gonna bother with that. You're just going for the big pops. But if you're trying to work your way up there, so like I am, definitely worth it to look at all that stuff, and it helps you get acquainted with the game too. But yeah, it's not a bad idea. I mean, it can pop you up some divs, which will help you either, yeah, upgrade your character so you can do some harder content, or start saving for a character. And yeah, I mean, that's probably what a lot of people suggest, is you start with a character kind of like this, a mid-game character, because probably I got him going and he could at least do T16s, maybe not really any juice or anything really, but you could at least clear them and start getting some drops for probably like not even 5 div, probably a few 100 chaos. Obviously I bought this flask, but you don't even need that for this build for it to still kill in T16. But that flask is like 15 on the bare minimum for like a shitty one, like 15 div. I think I bought mine for 17, but it was, I got pretty lucky on it. But there's only like 30 or something for like decent ones. But again, you don't need it, and then there's a lot of builds out there that are cheap. You don't need to go like super crazy, but I would say, yeah, just get something and then get it to a state where it can, you know, at least just do stuff like this. Like maybe Hell can go, but even if you're running magic maps, like you see, like if you're running, you pay for a carry after you save up a little bit to get all your void stones, which again, I'm waiting on my mic. Once I get my mic, I'm making the video on how to get all the invitations. It's not going to show you the best way to beat them and all that stuff. It's just going to show how to get them so that you can buy a carry, someone to help you. But yeah, you get that stuff, and then you know, get a mid-range character. Don't spend too much on them, and then just do runs, just low maps. So you just work your currency up slowly, and then yeah, buy basically a starter build. Mid-game gear for like an end-game character. That's kind of what I'm kind of going with. That's at least what I would suggest. I imagine a lot of people would suggest doing that. Because yeah, if you pick a character that really only, like, yeah, some of the best characters, they might not be able to do much until you get a lot of the pieces, which are just some of the mods. Just even if it's just the base mod, and you still gotta like craft it to whatever it is that you want. Like, some of them are just so expensive, just the mod itself. So yeah, pick something that's pretty easy to get to max. Yeah, it's not going to be a character you're going to play forever because he's going to outlive his stretch. Again, there might be a build in here with Jug Righteous Fire. I think there's another class that's a little bit better, I think, for endgame with Righteous Fire, but I had a Jug like already leveled, so that's why I opted for this. Just figured, screw it, just go with this guy. But yeah, I don't think he's worth getting any more into. At least I don't really want to. I've been playing them a lot. I'm ready for a new character, but again, I don't want to do another mid-game character. It's just going to be, the same. Just having issues with, bosses and just dying a lot. And yeah, I just can't really carry. Can't do some of the other content. I can't run high-juiced maps without a good support. All that stuff. Oh, I gotta keep this separate. Oh wait, that was sold separately. Sold separately. So I'm not counting that in these. So we'll just toss these over here. Alright, we're definitely picking up less. Of course, we have the higher filter now, so... Looks like we got a decent amount of orbs, though, and hopefully some of this others... Hopefully it's better quality gear, and we'll actually get some decent out of it. I'm already seeing over 10C there, so... Bunch of orbs. Obviously, this invitation doesn't count. That'll go separate, but I'll weed that out later. Alright.
Hello.
What we got? 3 more maps. So yeah, we basically got through 20 in an hour. So this is definitely more fun running it like this, for sure. Not worrying about every last little guy. Again, I don't know if it's the most efficient because obviously killing like rare guys and stuff is probably your best odds of getting certain things dropped and just higher quality stuff dropped. But again, I think for the time it takes, especially when I'm running mirrors, I just want to get the higher layers of it. I just think with this character, it's just not worth sitting there just hacking a guy down for like 30 seconds when, I can clear one of these maps in a few minutes. If I stop for even just like 4 different guys that take like 30 seconds to kill, you're tacking on like 50% of the time that it takes to clear the map pretty much, so. And that's kind of case in point, because yeah, I was running like 10 maps a day doing this, and now I just ran about 20 in the same amount of time. Just not worrying about every last little guy. So, again, I'm getting less drop, but again, I did change my filter. Maybe I should have kept it on 4. I could compare it kind of similarly, but again, to keep it fast, it is distracting when you have a lower filter on when more stuff's dropping, because even though it takes a long time for your eyes to develop and be able to instantly see something and know, but even that, you move so fast in this game that you might think something was something else and you run back to see it real quick, and then it's just little stutter steps, but it adds up over the course of oh no, what did I do? No, don't die. Why did I do that? Did I save it? I saved it. Oh, I thought I lost it. I don't know if I can get this one anyways. Whatever. I'll have to go back. I don't even know what that was that I was going to pick up. I don't even know if it was worth it, but I'm going to have to go back and see anyways. I don't think it mattered anyways, because I don't think I can get this next level. And I kind of backed myself into a corner. Right, it's all done. Whatever. We'll just go back down and see what this was. Alright, what we get? Is that red? No orb. No orb. Feels bad, man. Alright, what was I going for? Let's see if it was worth it. I probably can't even find it, what it was that I was going back for. Seriously, where was I going? Is it orb of fusing? Was it seriously that? Is it seriously that? So dumb. And see, then that's the point. Again, the more seasoned player might just be better at depicting that a lot quicker. Oh yeah, we didn't kill this box. Didn't drop anything anyways. Alright, that's fine. Go. Oh. Ooh, sunny. Alright, now I'm all flustered. Back on track here. We got like 2 maps left. Finish this up strong. Didn't get an orb on that one, but that's alright. It's alright. I think we did pretty good. think we might have even gotten a couple orbs that were worth a little more. O-ring. Blah blah. Alright, dump this. Actually, I don't think we have to. I don't think we have enough stuff. This is another thing too. Let's dump off. I could have stacked some of these in my inventory so I didn't have to run back to the guild stash, but yeah, again, that's why I have the guild stash right there, so it's not like I gotta run far for it. Another mirror. See? Get a lot of mirrors normally. Smuggler's cash. Back. Is there any sacks back here? Alright, let's go. Try and pay attention to the map a little better this time. Get to talking and I lose track of what I'm doing. And stuff that I actually want to pick up drops. Of course it does. It's a good thing, but I'm trying to go fast. Oh, it's this song again. Random large cluster. Stupid thing. Alright, go around. Get these sacks. It's all about the sacks. Alright, well, definitely a good move, I think, on picking the... I guess I'm stopping to kill him. Picking the damage flask. I don't think it adds that much to Righteous Fire, but it does add damage. Because, yeah, I haven't died yet, so... I think just running faster, like I said, RF definitely, Righteous Fire benefits. Moving fast keeps your flasks up, keeps it doing damage, keeps it not dying. So, again, another thing I think I just gotta play into what this character's strong in. Not worry about if it's as efficient as some of the other people, their builds, because, yeah, I don't want to spend any more on this character. And this is the only one I got that's this strong that can do this, even this hard stuff. Oh, that was an extra essence map, I think. So that's pretty cool. Come on, orb. Really? That's all you're gonna give me? Feels bad, man. So no orb on the last two. That's pretty rare too. Usually if it doesn't drop an orb. I had that happen earlier. It didn't drop an orb and I was like, oh, okay, that like didn't feel good, and then literally the next one dropped 5. So I don't know too, that might have been like some kind of rare map that I picked up that was pretty juiced up. Not like juiced, but yeah, it was rare. It had a bunch of modifiers, and I think I was running some Saxtons too. Oh, that map might be worth something, but it's a 15. I don't know if people are buying 15s. It has to be 16, I'm not sure. But yeah, I was just messing with some Saxtons. I was trying to roll... what ones was I trying to roll? Basically the strongbox ones, because I am running the strongbox passives, because on the Atlas, because I don't know, there's not too much I can really think of other than maybe Beyond. I could maybe do some more Beyond character, or like the portals, where they can like extend further so that they like combine. I don't know what that exactly does, if that just like starts like filling a section of the map with a bunch of guys maybe. I don't know. Also the ones with like packs, extra packs. I did see that it can spawn one where it does a specific damage type, and it gives you like, I think one's like 6 or 8, and then the other one's like 9 or more packs. You can get extra packs, and they're of a damage type, and then you and the monsters take 10% more of that damage type. So I was like, I kind of want to look into the fire one and see what that's all about, or how much it is for the lower one, like the 6 extra packs. Because if it's a cheaper one, it might not be bad to throw in there with the juice maps that we're gonna do. We could do one Saxton. I'm probably not gonna do the one strongbox one that gives it 500% quantity, because those are they're like 100 chaos for 4 uses, so they're just too expensive, and I don't think they're worth it for what I'm going to be running. I'll probably run those ones, and then yeah, maybe I'll just run like another one, and then 4 fragments, something like that, and I'll put it roughly around, like I said, 30, 50, something like that, chaos per map. We'll figure it out. And then I'm going to keep running this thing to get the implicits on the maps to see how many of those I can get. Maybe I'll run those like the last day, depending on how many I get, if I can get a decent amount or not. If I can only get like 5 or 6, then yeah, we'll just run them the last day. It'll just give us extra strong boxes just to test it out, see what else we get. Again, we just want more strong boxes, running that Saxton because it makes them rare and corrupted. And then with the Atlas passives, you're hoping to get like Divine Orb 1 or, you know, just whatever. Because it does, you get a decent amount of drops. But, alright, well, that's 20 maps, and yeah, just about an hour there. So, we'll do the other 20 tomorrow, and that'll conclude the 100 magic maps. And we'll kind of see where we're at with what we gain from it. Obviously, it's pretty profitable if you have at least the Eater Void Stone. You run that. It's a good way because you can run the maps really fast. It's a good way to get the invitations, you know, 220 to 250 C per. Not these things right here. So yeah, you're gonna get in 100 maps, you're gonna get 3.5 of those. Again, just run another like 15 maps and you'll get the 4th one. And yeah, so you can just put these up. I don't know what they're going for right now. Sometimes there'll be like 240, but some other people will put them for more. You can save them up, I think, and well, I think some people put them up for divines, but I had them like that and they weren't going. So I was just like, just to get them gone, because I'm getting a bunch of them, running a ton of maps, like 220. I had them at like 230 and some sold there, but 220 seems to get it sold. But yeah, that's all I got for today. We'll finish them up tomorrow, and then I'll start putting together our mildly juiced maps for the next 100. Again, it might take me a second. I kind of want to get it all together before I actually start doing them. Just how I am, because you know it might be hard to get them, and I don't want to have to stop once I start them. I want to be able to do all the, you know, all the sessions or streams in a row, do all 10 of them in a row. Again, depending on how hard they are, maybe they would take longer than an hour. Either I'll have to do a little bit longer than an hour stream, or I would just have to break them up more, where I do like 7 maps or something in a day, or 5, I don't know, depending on how crazy they are. I think the way I'm running it though, I don't have to stop to like actually juice the strong boxes. It's just going to be more of like a set it and forget it, run the delirium mirror. I'll be able to pop them as I go, and we'll just see what we get. But alright, that's all I got, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace out.